Because really, to scale the metaverse, it would have to be as simple as being able to upload a video to YouTube, right? Upload a video to, Instagram. And the success of the social media sites that we have today is the fact that it's so easy for people to do that. And that's our goal. That's been our goal from the very beginning, is making the metaverse super accessible for any and everyone.
Hey, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. My name's Austin, here with Aaron, joined by Mary Spio, engineer, entrepreneur, and founder of CEEK VR. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Such a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, Mary. And CEEK obviously is a metaverse specializing in concerts, virtual events, gaming as well. Before we kind of dive in to the value prop of CEEK, what's your general take on the cryptocurrency or the metaverse side of crypto right now?
I think that it's something that's, inevitable, right? It's just the evolution of where we are with the internet. It's an evolution of media. So it's something that's inevitable and it's just unfolding. So.
I love it. And I was looking at your site, it's linked below, but what impressed me was all the, the concerts and all the, big time people who are, working with CEEK. Before we get into those specifics, just generally for the audience, what is CEEK?
So CEEK is a metaverse where we enable creators to be able to connect with their fans in virtual world. We were one of the very first metaverse projects, even working with, Meta back when it was Facebook. And we just have tools that allows music artists or any creator for that matter to be able to very easily have a turnkey metaverse and engage with their fans through NFTs, through concerts, through Hangouts, and a whole lot more.
One of the big differentiators I saw was Facebook as well as Microsoft are investors. They were invested in the seed round. Could you speak to that?
Well, Facebook invested development funds. So they were not like a VC, because I don't know if they do that. But Facebook did invest in development funds in CEEK very early on when we started. Well, Facebook, Oculus Facebook. And then in terms of Microsoft, we were part of Microsoft for Startups. So that was also not like a VC investment, but resources, cloud credits, and stuff like that. But in terms of Facebook, it was actually development funds that we received from them.
Yeah, but I guess in just terms of like strategic partnerships with them, that's what we thought was a big deal. Like, is part of CEEK an Oculus? Is there like, do you need the goggles to get into CEEK VR?
So with CEEK VR, you can use the goggles, you can use Oculus, you can use our own proprietary headset, but most importantly, you can just navigate in the CEEK metaverse on your mobile phone, on your tablet. And then we're also working on making sure that you can navigate it on your desktop as well. So making it super accessible, no matter what device you're using.
So is CEEK the meta, or is CEEK the Decentraland killer? It sounds to me like, how is it different from, stuff that we know about in crypto today?
Right. I think the biggest differentiator between what Decentraland and most of the other metaverses are doing is the fact that we bring a lot of the real world into the virtual world. So you're looking at things like concerts and providing the tools for the artists themselves to be able to, create their worlds. And then also, working with events. We've hosted a TEDx event, for example. So for us, it's been about enabling creators to build long-term sustainable, revenue mechanisms using virtual worlds. It's not something that was, sort of like overlaid or an afterthought. And we have all the scaling mechanisms for people to be able to do that. From what I've seen with other metaverse, the focus is a lot more on gaming, although a lot of them are also looking at, VR. The biggest complaint that we've heard from most of the metaverse projects out there, people buy land, then they don't know what to do with it. And it's like, okay, I bought land 3 years ago. It's still sitting there. I'm not a programmer. What do I do? We are making it so easy for anyone to be able to drag and drop. So we'll have a marketplace. We have so many venues that are already available, like concert hall, galleries, this one. So the creator studio for us, you just drag and drop the venue onto your land, and then it becomes available and people can teleport to it. If you want to build a custom venue, you could do that as well, but we're not requiring that. And so it's super, super easy for anyone, because really to scale the metaverse, it would have to be as simple as being able to upload a video to YouTube, right? Upload a video to, Instagram. And the success of the social media sites that we have today is the fact that it's so easy for people to do that. And that's our goal. That's been our goal from the very beginning, is making the metaverse super accessible for any and everyone.
And could you kind of already touched on a lot of this, but the utility of the land, you expect people to build their own, if they choose to, their own concert venues, or what else?
Yeah, so they can build their concert venues, they could build their stores, like avatar stores, and some of the uses that we're seeing. I'm seeing people that are working on textile factories, that they want people to be able to study things there. For us, we've worked with Baptist Health and Miami Children's and so many different, healthcare organizations doing training. So it's the same thing. It's a way for people that are buying those lands to be able to scale. We're seeing a lot of galleries, NFT galleries that are there. You saw Draper University announced just yesterday that, their facility, they're super excited about that. So think about co-working facilities that people can come into, places where maybe there are very limited amount of people that are able to attend physically, but now people can do all kinds of stuff with it. Hangouts, I know, are going to be huge. And the fact that people can just drag and drop, I can drag and drop a safari onto my land and invite some of my friends to hang out, or bring a DJ out there that's going to bring thousands of people out there. So that's the idea of it, is really, truly, when you think about, Facebook pages or Instagram stories and all of this stuff, all of these concepts, you're now visualizing them through being able to use the CEEK land.
Is it true that Bon Jovi, Lady Gaga, Snoop Dogg were a few of the recent artists you have hosted?
So we've hosted, we've had a lot of artists that we've worked with, from Lady Gaga to Bon Jovi, and the list goes on. And we have a lot of content from those artists that fans are going to be able to enjoy. We have a lot of artists that are also looking forward to having their own worlds in CEEK land, where they will actually hang out and interact with fans. And so we're super, super excited about, all those things that are coming.
Mm-hmm. Mary, give us the lowdown on expectations for 2022 in terms of what other notable people or notable events are on the docket.
The biggest thing that we have coming for 2022 is the World Music Awards. So the World Music Awards, this is an award show that's been in existence for over 30 years. The last one was hosted by Miley Cyrus. So that gives you an idea, the magnitude of the show. And they've had everyone, Rihanna, Beyonce, and the list goes on. And I know that this year is not going to be any different. So that's going to be the biggest event happening, and everything that's happening in CEEK is using the CEEK token. To be able to purchase tickets, to buy avatar clothing, and any and everything that you're doing in there. And then we use that for the content usage verification, automatic payments to the creators, so the award shows and so on and so forth. So that's what I'm most excited about, for this year. And then some of the venues, some of the partners themselves are going to announce it, but we have some of the biggest social media, platforms out there that are also looking to have, spaces within CEEK. So it's just, the sky is truly the limit.
So you guys have your own token, and I know you're having a land sale right now. Could you explain how the land sale, just a little bit more about it? Like, is there some land that's worth more than other land, or?
Yes. So in terms of the land, we have varying rarity from 1 to 5, with 1 being the highest. So a lot of the venues, because those are one of ones, those have the highest. And then we have, venues that are different sizes, and the different size venues also allowed you to host different size of events. And then they also have airdrops. So for example, depending if you have a small parcel, which is like 1 by 1, maybe you could put a big villa in there with you and your friends hanging out, but you're not going to be able to put a massive arena there. If you have a bay, which is on the water, you're going to be able to have events that are, on the water and stuff like that. So the land varies based on size. It also varies based on popularity, because if it's close to a venue such as, a concert arena, and these are places where we're going to host the award shows, then there's going to be a lot of traffic. And the rewards can be earned, one, by allowing us to rent it, or advertising, opening it up where you can have advertising, airdrops, and so on. The cool thing about buying land in CEEK is also the fact that on the creator side, all these artists that will have the tools to be able to create their own events can simply select a venue that's owned by a landowner. They don't have to go and build everything. So I can look in there and say, oh, I like what Austin already has on his land. It's perfect for my concert. And I just host it there. And you earn a percentage of you earn percentage equal to the rewards that are based on ticket sales. So there are a lot of different ways that make it super easy for the whole ecosystem to kind of, interoperate.
Lady Gaga, if you're listening, it's not built yet, but I'd love to host you. I'd love to host you. Awesome. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mary. I read this online. This seems unbelievably cool, but I just want to make sure I have it right. Dwayne Wade has a basketball court in CEEK, as well as Elon Musk's Space Center. Is that accurate?
Well, Dwayne Wade, we've been working with them for quite some time. So we have a Dwayne Wade Celebrity Sports Academy that's in CEEK City, and it has a skills, training school, which features all the, we have trainers, including LeBron's trainer, that's teaching people how to do things, with basketball. We have, chefs for Dwayne Wade himself and so on. So the Skills Academy has a lot of content there. And then we'll continue to bring, different athletes, to do training and a whole lot more there. In terms of Elon Musk, I don't know. The thing is, with the land, when people purchase it, just like with your Facebook or Twitter, they can actually change the pictures and the information that they have about their land. And people are putting up all kinds of pictures. So they might put like a picture of Elon Musk, but as far as I know, I don't know that Elon has something there. We would love for him to, have a space center. I'm a space engineer myself, so anything space, is very exciting to me. And so one of the things that we're doing to ensure that when you see an Elon Musk's space trading center, that it's his, is the fact that we're doing KYC verification so that we can have the verified badges for landowners. So you will know if it's the real deal or if it's somebody that's just thrown up, a picture of CZ or somebody. Yeah.
Right. Is the CEEK token and the CEEK land, is that Ethereum based?
It's BSC. So everything is on the Binance Smart Chain, Binance BNB chain. And we actually have a bridge. So for people that are using the CEEK, ERC20 token, they can actually convert it. And we are also doing integrations with ERC for other marketplaces. So to support OpenSea and Rarible and others that are ERC based, that are Ethereum based, we are doing those integrations.
Mm-hmm. Mary, I want to give you a big picture question. Okay. What would you say is/are the biggest challenges to getting that mainstream adoption, which many metaverses are trying to do? What are those challenges?
The biggest challenges have been, exactly what we talked about. The fact that people get there and they're like, I'm not a developer. What do I do with this land? And people just also don't understand a lot of what the metaverse platforms are talking about. Like it just goes over their head, or they feel like it's not relevant to them. When I first experienced VR, I loved it, but I felt like, everything was focused on gaming. And so a lot of people felt like it wasn't relevant to them. I wanted to create experiences that I wanted to see, which is why I focused on concerts. And so it's the same thing that we're doing. We're all about mass appeal, making it as simple as possible. And a lot of the people that we're seeing that are buying land, that really excites me, because these are people that are like, I'm not a developer, but the fact that there's a marketplace coming that I can drop and drag, the fact that people within 20 minutes of buying their land were able to start making changes and putting things up, that's where it needs to be. And that's the biggest challenge that we're solving, is the fact that we're making it super, super easy for anyone, even without developer experience or not. You don't have to be a gamer in order to enjoy the metaverse. I mean, you could do whatever it is that you want to do. And just truly just limiting it by, what we imagine that we want to do.
I had a question to backtrack a little bit. I think I understand how concerts work in the metaverse as, if just being a participant, a viewer, but you're talking about the Skills Academy and Dwayne Wade and LeBron, like you talked about, like they teach people in that instance, basketball skills. Now, are they teaching you basketball skills in real life, or is your avatar learning how to shoot better?
Oh, and it's not LeBron, it's LeBron's trainer
who
works with, the Celebrity Sports Academy. So it's a combination of actual video, and then also building out games where your avatar can play. So so it's a combination of the two. And then when you go in there, you see actual videos. So you see you're in 360 and the guy standing right in front of you. So it's not all real, in real live action going on, but it's 360 video, it's 2D video, and then we're layering it with the avatars as well. But you're learning real skills. And we built the Dwayne Wade Celebrity Sports Academy during the pandemic because a lot of people couldn't go and train in person. And so he announced and brought the entire academy that's when he brought it into CEEK land. So but now it's just an extension of it. So because seeing people from all over the world, the fact that they can come and interact with, the best of the best and learn these skills, whether for fun or because, they want to be in the NBA someday.
Mary, give us the bull case. I asked you about biggest challenges. Now the bull case, what does success look like for metaverses in 5 years and specifically CEEK in 5 years?
I think what the metaverse looks like, in 5 years is we would be where it's truly, truly accessible for everyone. So whether we're talking about light field projectors, where I could just put something up and have a persistent world that I can walk into, so I see your beautiful background that you have wherever you are, being able to project that. And then if I want to turn off this world and go into that world, I could do that, and vice versa. And then really traverse all these different worlds, and I think that, the metaverse worlds are working towards interoperability. So if I can teleport from CEEK to Decentraland, or from Decentraland to Sandbox, and all these different places. So if we really work together to make that a possibility, then it makes it so much easier for the user to just come in and have a seamless experience. So if we create these silos, then it's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to expand. And I'm seeing a lot of efforts towards that interoperability. But that's where I see it, where we're not limited by the device. If we have a device, like I just recently saw the Ray-Ban stories when I was at Meta, but I'm imagining a device wearing just a pair of glasses such as that's functional, but that also allows me to teleport, and that's what we're working towards. For CEEK specifically, I see, mass adoption. I see it being that next social media platform. When I hear, what most of these companies are talking about, they're espousing, we're building exactly what we're building the utility that a lot of these projects are espousing. And so what I see is that we've made, the internet and blockchain and all of that as simple as possible. And people, it's an afterthought. People are not even thinking about it. They're seeking, they're seeking things. And that's basically what I see, 5 years from now. And it's not just 1 million people, but, hundreds of millions of people, maybe even 1 billion people.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I definitely encourage our audience to check out links below, having the land sale now, check that out and just, visit their site, see how awesome it is, attend a concert. Is there something else that you're excited about that we didn't touch on? What else is going on with CEEK that gets you excited?
Definitely, the land sale is really, really exciting because it's a way, that's how we're going to scale it. That's how we're going to achieve what we just talked about. The fact that any and everyone can come and build what it is that they want to see, and that we can all build this thing together, where the internet was, at the very beginning. And so what a great chance for people to just come out there and be a part of it.
And who do you think are would be the most qualified buyers for this land sale? Is it just general crypto people? Is it people interested in music? What do you think?
I think it's general everyone. And I'm seeing that the unique thing about CEEK is the fact that mainstream audiences understand what we're doing. And we try to make it as simple as possible for people to use. So it's really any and everyone that wants to build a virtual world. If you want to build a virtual world, then this is it for you to be able to come and build it and, use these super easy tools to make it a possibility. It's not just for crypto people. We've done a lot of integrations to make sure that it's easy for you to buy. So you can use your MetaMask to connect if you're a crypto pro, right? And for a lot of people that get super lost, you just use your CEEK wallet, and your CEEK wallet, you can transfer coins into it, or you can go on the CEEK app and use, any of the ways that people buy content in the app stores to actually be able to get your CEEK. So, and those are the type of things that make it, for everyone. It's not just for, crypto enthusiasts.
Mary, thank you so much for taking the time with us. Final question, has nothing to do with crypto. What's a book or a movie that you read or saw recently that you would really recommend to a friend?
I have a book called It's Not Rocket Science, and I just recently read it because I'm going through chapter by chapter with my son's class doing a workshop. And it's a book that was written, really, those were the things that I wish I had out there in the world that I didn't as an entrepreneur. And so, and this is not self-promoting. I would seriously recommend that. Another book that I love is Not Complicated by Randy Zuckerberg. So,
and she's involved in CEEK, correct? In some way?
Yes, she's actually, a CEEK holder. She's a seeker. And I've worked with her on, different projects. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Mary. All links are down below. Final thoughts for the Altcoin Daily audience?
What a great community. I love being here, and it's a pleasure to, meet both of you and be part of the show. Really appreciate it. And check out, the CEEK land sale.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you.
Thank you.